This channel does not promote any violent, harmful, or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for an educational purpose only.
Yes.
So it says that the speaker must recognize the whip and leader who are duly authorized by the political party with reference to the provisions of the party constitution.
Yes.
After conducting an inquiry in this regard and in keeping with the principles discussed in this judgment. So this is one. Thereafter, my lord will find again it is the same principle which has been repeated in para 175, which says once again
175.
page 809, my lord.
Yes.
In arriving at their decision, the speaker must consider the constitution of the party as well as any other rules and regulations which specify the structure of the leadership of the party. If the rival group submit two or more versions of the party constitution, the speaker must consider the version which was submitted to ECI before rival factions emerged. In other words, the speaker must consider the version of the party constitution which was submitted to the ECI with the consent of both factions. This will obviate a situation where both factions attempt to amend the constitution to serve their own ends. Further, the speaker must not base their decision as to which group constitutes the political party on a blind appreciation of which group possesses a majority in the Legislative Assembly. It is not a game of numbers, but of something more. Structure of leadership outside the Legislative Assembly is a consideration which is relevant to the determination of the issue. Thereafter, if my lord kindly turns to para 213.4, there once again, my lord, the last but one page, my lord, of this particular judgment at page 820.
200?
213.4, my lord.
Yes.
The conclusions.
Yes.
Political party and not the legislative party appoints whip and leader. Further, direction to vote in a particular manner or abstain from voting is issued by the political party and not the legislative party. Decision of the speaker as communicated by Deputy Secretary to the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly is contrary. Speaker shall recognize the whip and leader who are duly authorized by Shiv Sena political party with reference to provisions of the party constitution. Kindly, my lord, marks this, my lord. After conducting an inquiry in this regard and in keeping with the principles discussed in this judgment. But I say, in the order, my lord, which has been passed, recognizing, my lord, the one of the private respondents, my lord, as the leader of opposition. Here, my lord, this particular order also takes into consideration the constitution of the party as downloaded from the ECI. So that has been taken into consideration.
Constitution of party of?
Of the All India Trinamool Congress, my lord.
And what is the constitution of the this recognition?
My lord?
What is the constitution of this party? What is the constitution?
No, they say they belong to this party. It is not that they say that I belong to another party or, my lord, others do not belong to this party. They say that we all belong to one party and we in majority are, my lord, selecting unanimously the majority of us, Mr. Such and such, Mr. X and Y, as the speaker and the whip, my lord. That is what they say. That is what they say.
If the speaker is having the two parties recommendation, what is the duty of the speaker?
No, it is on the basis of the...
I am asking simple question, Mr. Bhattacharya. If the speaker is having two proposal of the same party, what is the duty of the speaker? He can so much to recognize the one and one.
But I have the answer.
Where is the rejection of the earlier proposal?
But the earlier proposal, my lord, I had taken your lordship through the earlier proposal.
Correct.
The earlier proposal, but the resolution itself, on the face of it, the resolution...
Where is the communication or where is that? It has not been taken and it has been taken.
No, my lord, it has been dealt with, my lord. I will take your lordship to that. Now, my lord, only one thing. No, my lord was asking me as to, my lord, how this was done.
Because I am asking not anything, I am asking the procedure.
Yes.
I am asking the procedure if you have received one, even so the anonymous or bogus, whatever it is, one proposal you have received. And you are continuing the work on that.
Yes.
Correct. And police initiated whatever it is. That is the duty of the police. In the meantime, second proposal has come to you. So what is the duty of the proposal? The speaker so moto, or he has to decide by giving an opportunity?
But here, my lord, there is no provision, my lord, this judgment.
No provision, I am not telling. I am asking the procedure. That's why I am asking.
But the procedure, my lord, I'll tell your lordship. Kindly takes page 53, the Emoluments Act.
53
of the writ petition. Their case is based on, my lord, this particular act, my lord, the
Yes.
West Bengal Legislative Assembly Members Emoluments Act 1937.
Correct.
The Maharashtra judgment, my lord, that was dealing with the Maharashtra defection
Yes,
rules.
their own.
Yes. So these provisions were not there, my lord. Here, explanation 1, leader of the opposition means that member of the West Bengal Legislative Assembly who is, for the time being, the leader in the state assembly
Correct.
of the party in opposition to the state government having the greatest numerical strength in the assembly.
Correct.
So this is one.
So that's why,
And
that's why I'm telling.
explanation
that's why-
2,
Yes.
if any doubt arises
Huh.
as to which is or was at the material time the party in opposition to the state government having the greatest numerical strength in the West Bengal Legislative Assembly, or as to who is or was at any material time the leader in the said assembly of such party, the question shall be decided for the purposes of this act by the speaker of the said assembly, and his decision certified in writing under his hand shall be final and conclusive. So my lord will find, but this particular explanation in my understanding, but it is dynamic. Explanation 2.
Correct.
The mechanism, because it says who is or was at any material time. So it is, my lord, I say, my lord, it is a continuous process. It is very dynamic. And this particular provision was not there, my lord, insofar as, my lord, the Honorable Supreme, because that is the solitary judgment which has been cited by Mr. Bandyopadhyay, and I am also heavily relying on that.
Yes, yes.
My lord knows there are those series of judgments that while dealing with, when the Honorable Speaker deals with, my lord, defection petitions, that is, my lord, petitions under the 10th schedule, para 2, and the defection rules, there, my lord, the Honorable Speaker acts as a quasi-judicial tribunal. My lord kindly appreciates, my lord. Defection, there are catena of decisions that the Honorable Speaker acts as a quasi-judicial tribunal. There, my lord, the rules are stated. It is very detailed. The West Bengal Assembly also has a defection rules of 1986. But that is pursuant to, my lord, para 2 of the 10th schedule. But in so far as, my lord, para 1 of the 10th schedule is concerned, but there is nowhere it is spelled out, my lord, that there are any established rules, because it is a proceeding of the House.
Correct.
It is a proceeding of the House, and it is merely recognition. Recognition of a legislator belonging to the opposition as the leader of opposition. So, my lord, that is, my lord, squarely, my lord, the parameter.
If we take the otherwise,
Yes.
okay. As per this explanation, he has taken explanation 2, he has taken into consideration, no problem. But simultaneously, you also see one proposal is also there with regard to the 80, 60, 70, whatever it is. And here the 58. So there is a confusion. So how the speaker sitting in his chamber won't decide that this is correct or this is wrong?
No, I'll tell your lordship.
So
Before filing
why-
of the writ
why
petition,
the house is there?
no, before filing of the writ petition or before hearing thereof, nowhere, my lord, it has been spelled out that there is a rebel group. Para 22, for the first time, a plea has been taken by the petitioner. My lord will find at para 22 that there is a rebel group. Rebel group or split, my lord, had never seen, my lord, the light of the day. Kindly takes para 22.
No, you cannot say, because the 1st June then already the expulsion has given to you.
My lord,
22.
expulsion, it has been dealt with, my lord.
Yes.
Expulsion,
That's why
yes.
you're trying.
I'll take your
20
lordship, my lord, through the order, my lord. Expulsion has been dealt with, my lord, in this order also. Because I have also, the Honorable Speaker has also, my lord, consulted the constitution of the All India Trinamool Congress. But, my lord, the Speaker thought it prudent, my lord, not to enter into that because it is an internal matter of the party.
Correct.
It has been also, my lord, just recorded, but, my lord, it has not been, my lord, I'll place it, my lord, place the order. Now, para 22, so for the first time, it is alleged that the petitioner came to learn from media reports that on 3rd June 2026, a rebel group of MLAs led by respondent number 5, who was already expelled from AITC on 1st June, submitted a representation to the respondent number 1 with purported signature of 59 MLAs. Respondent number 5 claimed to be the leader of the opposition on strength of such purported support in the legislature party. So, my lord, before this, my lord, before filing of this writ petition, my lord, no prayer, my lord, has been received by the office of the Honorable Speaker for detachment, because it is not expulsion. Expulsion, my lord, where the party leaves no, because my lord, he is a candidate, my lord, set up by the All India Trinamool Congress.
Yes.
And unless and until, my lord, there is a prayer for detaching the member, the expelled member, my lord, but essentially, my lord, nothing can be done insofar as the house is concerned.
That is not the case here.
Yes.
That is not the
It's just
case
a communication which has been
here.
received.
Only the question of this court with regard to if you have two proposal,
Yes.
how you can won't decide without the house, call the house to prove their majority or whatever it may be.
No, my lord, I say, my
Because
lord,
see,
in my understanding,
I don't want to comment on the complaint, and you see who is the complainant.
no, my lord, will find before that the complaint precedes, my lord, the complaints, my lord, which were made to us by these, my lord, two legislators, stating that this is not, we did not sign. It is a manufactured
Correct.
document.
If it is your case that the two legislator only given the complaint, so the 58 will not change that 80.
No, two legislators have said, my lord, is referring to the complaint, my lord, the FIR,
Correct.
the one regarding which my lord said
Correct.
that my lord will not be, my lord, commenting. Now, this particular complaint, if my lord kindly takes, my lord, the complaint received by the house by the two legislators who say that we were not there on the 6th of May, we could not have signed on the 6th of May,
That's what I'm telling.
and they
If
say,
these two made a complaint, and on the basis of complaint you immediately send, because they're serious in nature, you immediately send to the police, and the police is very keen to register the case on the very same day. There's no dispute on that. If the only two persons have given the complaint with regard to the signature and the 58 with them and 80 is with them, so
No,
what is
it
the
is-
duty of the speaker?
no, my lord, it is not a case that, my lord, 58 with, my lord, them, or, my lord, the remaining 80 with them.
Not remaining. The first.
I'll tell your lordship, no. Here, but the letter that, my lord, I just placed before your lordship, containing signature of 58 MLAs of the same party, my lord, they say that we are in majority, and we have, by majority, decided that this person is the leader of the opposition and this person is the whip. So this is, my lord, what was received.
That's why
It is not that.
That's why I think I failed to understand
No, no,
you.
it is-
That's why I'm telling.
It is my shortcoming, my lord, that I am
58,
failing to.
your speaker has very keen. Yes, 58 majority, and yes, I have point.
No,
But your speaker on 78 has started all the inquiry. Why it is?
No.
My question is that.
but it would have been different. But if we take a case that, my lord, the person who is now, my lord, who had complained to the house, my lord, the assembly, for getting an FIR registered, had he submitted a letter that I have been unequivocally selected or unanimously selected as the leader of opposition, therefore recognize me as the leader of the opposition, and had the speaker, my lord, acted on that. It is the legislators who make a joint representation, unlike, my lord, what was received. Now, my lord, what is the duty? The duty of the honorable speaker is, my lord, the moment, my lord, he receives it, he has to, my lord, conduct some form of inquiry. So, my lord, the inquiry started on receipt of, my lord, the letter. We had sought for a copy of the resolution and the minutes. The resolution and the minutes were supplied. Where from, my lord? It was, my lord, visible, my lord, that many of the signatures, my lord, are not matching with what is there in the records.
That's correct.
Because, my lord, I'll just refer to, my lord. My lord has dealt with those cases, my lord, in the panchayat and in the municipality, my lord. So far as, my lord, those removal of pradhans and removal of, my lord, chairman, etc. are concerned, no confidence motion. There also, my lord, the prescribed authority, he is duty bound. He is cast upon with an obligation to compare and to find out the genuinity of the signature. Because there, my lord, there are prescribed rules. The act contemplates also, my lord, that upon receipt of a complaint, it will be a duty to first, my lord, go through it, prima facie satisfaction to see whether the signatures are tallying with what is there on record or not, and thereafter within a prescribed period to issue a notice convening a meeting within a particular period of time. So these are, the Honorable Supreme Court also says, that the Speaker has to conduct an inquiry.
Correct.
So an inquiry, some form of inquiry. So
Correct.
Inquiry, what is there in the inquiry, comparing the signatures.
Correct.
One. Second is, calling for, the records. Second. So these have been already taken. Oh, and of course, consulting the constitution of that particular political party and taking a note of their practice. So what is their practice, I have already demonstrated. They say that we had held a meeting of the MLAs, the elected MLAs from.
That is on record.
Yes. So the system is, that they will hold a meeting and whoever, either by unanimity or by majority, they will be selecting.
Correct.
So what, is on record is, that they are now saying they have, in their own statement, by their own version, they have admitted in para 14, there was no resolution on the 6th. But what was the apprehension has been an admission that in fact there was nothing. And they say that yes, on 19th, something was signed.
So as per your...
So my lord kindly appreciates this. Few dates.
So as per your submission, as it is admitted on 6th, there was no signature.
I say
it was the signature. So that's why the further inquiry it was.
No, I say that there is no formal, that is not even a formal communication, because they say that 9th, they say that by unanimity on the 6th we have accepted. By unanimity. And then again, my lord, in the petition they say that no, on the 6th there was nothing.
Correct.
It was only on the 19th
Correct.
that they were made to sign.
Correct.
So, but this, my lord, admittedly spells out, and my lord, I have satisfied myself, my lord, in my limited understanding, my lord. It is clearly borne out, my lord, visible to the, my lord, naked eyes, my lord, also, that many of the signatures do not tally, block letters, etc.
That's why, Mr. Bhattacharya, I am correct.
Yes.
This court is not interested to go on that issue. Whether it is found, it is not found. Now the question here, once you are having two proposals, and one proposal you have not passed any order.
I have.
One proposal you have passed any
kindly
order.
takes, my lord, the order. Kindly takes the order, my lord. The order that I have handed over. But for my learned junior satisfaction, he wants me to, my lord, place explanation 2 once again at page 53. If any doubt arises as to which is or was at the material time the party in opposition to the state government having the greatest numerical strength in West Bengal Legislative Assembly, or as to who is or was at any material time the leader in the said assembly of such a party, the question shall be decided for the purposes of this act by the Speaker of the said assembly, and his decision certified in writing under his hand shall be final and conclusive. So, leader in the assembly of that house, of such a party, my lord, that has to be decided, my lord. Now, my lord, kindly takes, my lord, the order dated 3/6/2026, but the one that I have, the ruling basically. Yes, a letter number nil dated 9th May 2026 was received from Sri such and such, National General Secretary of All India Trinamool Congress, having office at such and such, in which it had been informed that members of All India Trinamool Congress have unanimously resolved that the following members shall hold the respective positions in the 18th West Bengal Legislative Assembly. Leader of the opposition, the names have been spelled out, the name of the petitioner, deputy leader, such and such, chief whip, Sri such and such. And it had been requested to take the matter on record. On going through the contents of the said letter, I found that the letter is totally silent with regard to holding of any meeting of the legislative party of All India Trinamool Congress and the name of the members of the said legislative party who attended the said meeting. I therefore directed the Secretariat to seek relevant minutes resolution of the meeting of the legislative party of All India Trinamool Congress, along with the signature of members of All India Trinamool Congress who attended the said meeting from Sri Such and Such, National General Secretary, All India Trinamool Congress, before taking any further decision on the matter. Thereafter, the Assembly Secretariat communicated the matter to Sri Such and Such through the Secretariat letter number such and such dated 18th May 26, and a copy of the said letter was also endorsed to the petitioner here in Malad, being the senior most member of the legislative party. On receipt of the said letter, the General Secretary of the party sent another letter bearing number nil dated 20th of May 26, and the said letter enclosed a photocopy of the meeting resolution book containing one alleged resolution adopted in the meeting of the elected members of All India Trinamool Congress on 18th Legislative Assembly of West Bengal held on 6 May 2026. The photocopy of the resolution book also contained the alleged signatures of the members present in the said meeting. Sri Such and Such had further stated that the resolution was unanimously approved and adopted by the elected members present and attending the meeting. He thereafter requested to keep the purported resolution on record and to do the needful. On receipt of the said letter, my attention was drawn by some members belonging to the All India Trinamool Congress Legislature Party to the effect that the signatures contained in the resolution book therein were actually forged and fabricated. Some members in the said Legislature Party even complained before the media that in spite of them being confined in their respective residences on the 6th May 2026, they find their signatures appended to the said resolution. They also stated that the signatures of some of the members were in block letters. I thereafter ordered for a thorough probe into the matter, and the matter is at present being investigated by the competent police authority. In the meantime, I have also received an application from Sri Such and Such, MLA 163 Entirely Assembly Constituency and 57 others, wherein they have claimed that they do form the official opposition party in the 18th Legislative Assembly of West Bengal. They, being in majority, have also selected Sri Such and Such as the leader of the opposition, and they have further selected the other private respondent to be the opposition chief whip in the 18th Legislative Assembly of West Bengal. Now I have been left with the task of deciding the official opposition party in the 18th Legislative Assembly of West Bengal and its leader. At the outset, may it be mentioned that no rules or act has been framed or enacted to accord statutory recognition to the leader of the opposition in the West Bengal Legislative Assembly or to the recognition of the opposition party. According to the well-established parliamentary practice and convention, where there are more parties than one in opposition, the party which is numerically the largest of them is generally recognized as the official opposition in the assembly, and its leader is given the status of leader of opposition if it satisfied that it must be able to command a minimum strength which will place it in a position to keep the house In other words, the number of members of that opposition party should not be less than the quorum fixed to constitute the sitting of a house. So, my lord, will find reference of that, my lord, in Article 189(3), my lord, of the Constitution. In this connection, explanations provided in Section 3 of the Bengal Legislative Assembly Members Emolument Act are quite self-explanatory, and as such, they are reproduced below. Explanation 1, leader of opposition means that member of the West Bengal Legislative Assembly who is for the time being the leader in the state assembly of the party in opposition to the state government having the greatest numerical strength in the assembly. If any doubt arises as to which is or was at the material point the party in opposition to the state government having the greatest numerical strength in West Bengal Legislative Assembly, or as to who is or was at any material time the leader in the state assembly of such a party, the question shall be decided for the purposes of this act by the speaker of the state assembly, and his decision certified in writing under his hand shall be final and conclusive. The 18th Assembly of West Bengal at present, the numerical strength of the legislature parties in opposition are as follows, as had fallen from in Lordship when I commenced. The All India Trinamool Congress 20 seats, Indian National Congress 2 seats, Aam Janata Unnayan Party 2 seats, out of which one has resigned, 1 seat, All India Secular Front 1 seat, and Communist Party of India Marxist 1 seat. With the coming into force of the 10th schedule to the Constitution of India, the legislature party in any house has assumed significant importance. In the definition clause, the legislature party has been defined as follows. In relation to a member of a house belonging to any political party in accordance with the provisions of para 2 or para 4 means the group consisting of all members of the house for the time being belonging to that political party in accordance with the said provisions. Now, coming back to the original applications, it has been noticed that Indian National Congress, Aam Janata Unnayan Party, All India Secular Front and Communist Party of India Marxist cannot be recognized as the official opposition, for they lack the numerical strength to form the quorum of the House individually. Only the legislative party of the All India Trinamool Congress, the majority of which has selected Sri Such and Such as its leader, fulfills the criteria of recognition of the official opposition party in the 18th Legislative Assembly of West Bengal, since the numerical strength which they have asserted fulfills the litmus test That is, it can keep the quorum of the house. The other group, which earlier allegedly claimed for same, do not possess the required numerical strength to keep the quorum of the house. In history of this August Legislative Assembly, there has never been a situation as unprecedented as at present, where rival claims are being made by a political party.
Just please.
Yes.
The other group which earlier allegedly came the same do not possess the required numerical strength to keep the quorum house.
Yes.
How you have decided?
Yes, because my lord, if out of 80, 58 say that we by majority
So
have selected.
That's why I'm again and again, prior to that, there are 78. And there is an allegation, the forge of signature.
Yes.
So what is the duty of the speaker?
My lord, I have, my lord, exercised my lord.
Exercise you.
No, I'll tell you, lordship.
How you can say the other which earlier
Yes, because out of 80,
do not possess the required numerical.
Yes.
If you go by the he has not given the reason because the
reason is there. No, the reason is there. 189(3) of the Constitution. Quorum is 1 or 10%.
No, 10%. It is not the 10%. The less also can be taken into consideration. Yes, see, the first proposal is a 78.
So here, my lord,
First proposal is a 78.
They say that
proposal is
the first proposal is they say that unanimously.
Correct.
Not they, my lord. One person alleges unanimously.
Correct. So why the speaker has to decide if there are, that's why I'm telling, there are two group has come and
that question could have been very easily answered had, my lord, all the legislators being made parties, my lord. But I cannot say so, my lord. While my lord appearing for this honorable speaker.
What now you are telling that?
No, that question.
Speaker itself in
that question. No, my lord. In front of me means, my lord, the speaker. Can I just be excused for a fraction of a second, my lord? I think, my lord. I think, my lord, is right. There is.
Come tomorrow?
Yes.
Can I take tomorrow at 2 p.m. Millard? Otherwise, it will continue. Millard. I need an interim order. Tomorrow at 2 p.m.
How much time you will take, Mr.?
There is a question which is coming back. I will try to satisfy your logic.
That is the only thing which is
to treat as a precedent. I'll try to do 3 judgments where not the speaker has that speaker has that power. If the speaker keeps that numerically, the persons who are coming up, they are stronger than the other. Speaker can do. And in fact, in one case, the speaker has reversed
Kindly keeps it at 2, my lord. Let us, my lord. It's a wonderful question of law, my lord. These are the matters, my lord, where we as advocates, my lord, we derive joy and pleasure, my lord. Otherwise, my lord, arguing those regular matters, this pleasure is not there. Yesterday, I kept him, my lord. I kept him in my, my lord.
I tell you, I inform your lordships what has happened. Yes. Now, because of the turmoil situation, this situation, power changes, etc. There is also a rival group of the member of parliament. Okay. They try to create a block and try to impress the speaker of the Lok Sabha. Now, to understand that no block can be created, they join in another political party. Finished. We have nothing to say. There is no block.
That's why this court wants
to just take the letter of the Mr. Ritubroto Banerjee once.
Okay.
Once.
Come.
Well, just see me once. Once just see. Ritubroto Banerjee's letter. Kindly see. Please take note that our block of understanding 58. Sandipan sir.
Okay, I will hear tomorrow. Learned Counsel for the respond number 3.
But I am for the 1 to 3.
1 to 3 has argued the matter at length, but due to paucity of time, hearing could not be completed. Let the matter appear tomorrow. at the top at 2 p.m.
But respondent number 4, my lord, I am not appearing because on the last occasion also, Mr. Bandyopadhyay also said that that will not be a problem. Because they have made the honorable speaker a party by name. No, Mr. Bandyopadhyay is there. He has assured.
I can do everything.
But only one thing, my lord, my gratitude, my lord, for the patient hearing, my lord. I don't know, my lord, what will be the fate. As a lawyer, my lord,
Being a
that is,
Smiling face, that's the
yes.
with the patient's hearing.
Name and laws need to mention a matter. My lord, the item fits.